telling us to enjoy it while they're young. But our days are filled with chaos and stress and cooking and endless laundry piles. Where's the time to enjoy anything? Yeah, that's what I always thought too. There's so much I have to do. When do I find time for peace and joy and happiness when I barely have time to sleep? Mama, it's time for a shift. You can be a happy mom. Yeah, it's possible. If I can, you can. Trust me. I've been a mess. I've been depressed. I've been overwhelmed. I've been to the bottom of the pits. And I've risen. I've grown. I've bloomed. And it all started when I realized I didn't have to anything. I get to. It is my privilege and my honor and my divine responsibility to be the queen of my home. It's not a burden. I'm not the janitor and the lunch lady. I'm in charge. I'm the ruler. I'm the chaos coordinator. I'm the calm in the storm. I don't have to anything. I get to. And so do you. So let's rise, mamas. Adjust your crown. Accept your responsibility. And change the effing world. It's all in the way you choose to see it. You're listening to I Get To, the podcast with Brittany Clarkson. That's me. Hi, my friend. Hi, welcome in. Welcome back to the show. I am so excited to have you here. Okay. I'm still reeling from all of the things I'm thinking. I wanted to share with you today something that has kind of transformed little spots of my life that have kind of had a big impact on my overall mental wellness, as far as how I think about myself and what I think about myself, how I perceive myself, and dealing with perfectionism a lot. All right. So here's the gist of it. What I have learned, what I have discovered, and what I have embraced is that it's okay to be a beginner. You don't have to go all in order to start something new. You can go slow. You can just start. You don't have to know everything about what you're doing in order to start it, right? This really has come to me with homesteading. But it also relates to things like blogging and podcasting, starting a business, different kinds of crafts and things I've done in the past. I used to make jewelry. When you start, you don't have to have everything planned out ahead of time. And you don't have to be good at it at the beginning. You don't have to be able to teach someone else about it. You don't even have to be able to carry on a conversation about it beyond just, I'm really excited to learn more about that. It's okay if that's all you know about something, is that you're excited to learn more. You can still do it. Okay? I'm raising chickens and I have my garden, and I was sitting out there thinking this is homesteading. It really is. And because the homesteading community, so many people in that community are so good at it. They've been doing it for years. They even grew up in that kind of environment in a lot of ways. And for a long time, I felt like I needed to have some kind of a title to differentiate myself from them and be well, I can't teach about homesteading because I don't know basically anything about it. I couldn't teach about gardening. I don't really know a lot about gardening at all. And so I was very timid about it, and just lukewarm in the whole idea of being a homesteader. But I really wanted to have chickens because chickens are so cute and sweet. And every time there's little baby chicks at Wilco, I'm just I need one. Anytime we go to the farm supply store and there's baby chicks, I'm we really need to have baby chicks. I just feel we need to have chickens. So we got ourselves a dozen chickens. Now we have laying hens, and they're just now starting to lay, and soon we'll have 5 dozen extra eggs per week. And I realized, well, that's, an income. That's $20 a week off of selling eggs. That's homesteading as a business. Wow. We're doing it. And it was easy because all we did was decide we're going to bring home chickens. And then, like, we're going to learn everything we need to learn about taking care of a chicken. We're going to build them a coop. We're going to get them nesting boxes. We're going to give them a chicken yard. We're going to get all this chicken wire and, build them a big enclosure. We're going to feed them. We're going to play with them. We're going to hold them. We're going to pet them. We're going to sing to them. Okay, I'm the only one who sings to them, but they are very well-loved chickens. And I am a chicken farmer now. Like, we get eggs. And wow. I didn't know anything about it going into it, really. Like, my dad always had chickens, but I don't really know how to care for them. I didn't really know anything about them. Like, I'd just seen them being taken care of. They need food and water and a coop. That was basically all I knew. Watch out for predators. Hawks will eat them. But you just you can learn as you go. My garden has been, like, it was a failure for a lot of years. Like, I researched a lot about gardening, soil, raised beds versus, Garden of Eden gardening. I researched a lot about it and I felt like I still didn't know anything about it. Companion planting, what's the right time of year, what zone am I even in? I had to Google what zone I'm in like every single time I went to plant because I just kept forgetting. But it's okay to be a beginner when you start something. It's okay to not know basically anything about what you're doing. You don't have to go all in and be like good at it to start. You can just start. And that's okay. Like, if you want to be a homesteader, you can just have a window garden for your herbs and be like, this is my start to homesteading. This is what we're doing. We're doing it. And it's small. It doesn't have to be everything all in all at once. Allow yourself to be where you are and have the potential to grow. Like when you start a podcast, you don't have to break the top 100 in your first 2 months. That's really awesome if you do, but you don't have to. You don't even have to be consistent at the beginning because guess what? At the beginning, no one's listening. That's something I learned from Jasmine Starr last weekend. She was asked, like, I want to start a podcast, but what should my first 3 episodes be about? She asked, do you want the hood answer or the holy answer? The hood answer is, doesn't matter, no one's listening. Like, when you start something, it's okay to start small and to not know everything and to just do it. It's taking the step to begin that matters. You don't have to have every step figured out before you start. You don't even have to know how many steps are in the staircase. You don't have to know anything to just take a step and start and say, this is my intention. You don't have to know when you decide to start a podcast, what's the name? What's your cover art? What's the theme? You don't have to know in order to decide. You don't have to know what's the best microphone, what's the best platform to upload. You don't have to know any of that to decide, I want to do this. All you have to know is that you want to. And then you figure everything else out every step along the way. Baby steps will still get you there. Baby steps can still cover very large distances. And that's fine. Whether it's homesteading or podcasting, blogging, whatever, starting a business. What matters is that you have the passion to do it and the courage to start. That's what matters. All right? And I want you to email me today. hello@brittanyclarkson.com. I want you to email me, what's your passion? What have you been afraid to start because you just didn't know enough about? And what are you starting now today? And you know what? Don't just email me. You can either email me or if you're on Instagram, post in your stories or write a post about what you've been afraid to start that you're going to commit to now. You're going to take that first scary step. And I want you to tag me at Britt Clarkson. That's Britt with 1 T, Brit Clarkson, CLA Car. I don't know how to spell my last name. It's just like Kelly. CLARKSON, Clarkson. I've only been married for 8 years. You think I know by now. This is not a fancy name. Oh, yay, it's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. My baby just brought me a Post-it note all covered up in highlighter. It's a beautiful little note. Thank you. Thanks, sweet pie. Okay. What is the big... What? You want juice?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right there. Yeah, you go sit at the table and wait for it. Guess I got to get wrapped up here. So what's the big scary step you're going to take? We'll keep this episode short, simple. It's the first step that matters. You don't have to go all in order to start. You can start small, take your baby steps. You'll cover a lot of distance. And if you need help and encouragement and support to get there, reach out to me. I am here. And you know what? I don't tell a lot of people this, but I have helped others start their podcasts. And I can help you with so much of starting your podcast. Like here, obviously I'm here to answer questions. Like no problem. DM me your questions. Say, hey, what do you use for this? What do you use for that? If you want me to help you line out all those next steps, if you want me to help you design your podcast art cover because you're just like so overwhelmed by the idea of using Canva or anything, like I can help with a lot of things and we can talk about that. I do charge a small fee if I'm going to get in there and help you with your podcast. I don't charge a fee to support you and encourage you. No, I don't do that. I will do that for free. I will answer simple questions for free. But if you want me to take some time out of my day and like give you a one-on-one conversation, you want to meet over Zoom or something like that, like I can carve out time. I can help you. I can design things for you. I can organize your whole brain dump into a content plan for you. I'm willing to do that for you. That I do charge a fee for because that's my time. It's precious. I love you so much, friend. Thank you. I'm so excited for you to take steps. I'm so excited for you to take this first courageous step in whatever it is you're doing. Homesteading, podcasting, making jewelry, whatever you're doing. I do want to hear about your passion. Tag me. Tell me your passion. What's that first step you're taking? I got to go get this kid some juice. Bye, friend. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of I Get To. It really does mean the world to me to have you here. But are you ready to take this a step farther? Check the description below this episode and grab the Happy Mom Mindset mini guide. It's totally free to you, and it's not just for moms, by the way. Then hop onto Instagram. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Share your screenshot, tag me, Britt Clarkson. And if any part of this has resonated with you, I so appreciate if you'd leave me a review and a rating on Apple Podcasts. It really is just the only way podcasts get seen. And then share this on social, text it to your bestie. You're part of a movement now. We're here to change the minds of moms everywhere. It doesn't have to be just this hard, hot mess thing anymore. We get to enjoy our lives, guys. Let's go.